Thank you for agreeing to serve on the 2011 Home Builders Association of Northern Kentucky Board of Directors. We hope that this brief presentation will help to prepare you for our Board of Directors 2011 Leadership Retreat, which will be held December 2nd and 3rd at the Drees Learning Center at 211 Grandview Drive in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky. Please take the time to memorize our mission statement. The mission statement is the bedrock, our touchstone for all that we do at the Home Builders Association. It is the reason for us being here. Please use it during your decision-making process. Our value statements, or our goals, further elaborate upon our mission statement and help the association to understand our decisions and where we should be. If we're operating out of our value statements, there's a chance that we should not be there. Both the mission statement and the value statements help to provide meaning to the Home Builders Association in what we do. It helps us to bake integrity in our organization. Here's our organizational chart. The Home Builders Association of Northern Kentucky is lucky in that it has a vibrant membership with several different layers of governance and committees, councils, a 501c3, and a PAC. In these changing times, the HBA's membership has several needs of you as a board of directors. They need to help make sense out of a nonsensical world. They need to learn new ways of doing business to help themselves survive and thrive in our current economy. But at the same time, too, they need to feel part of a larger whole, or something bigger than themselves, something that helps them enjoy a sense of community. The HBA also advocates on behalf of the membership, be it government affairs on the state, local, or national level, public relations regarding our industry, or promotions. The HBA is here to advocate on their behalf. Our organization utilizes several committees. They really are there to get the work done. They are the day-to-day managers with regards to the volunteers. They identify potential leaders, and they serve as a way to segment and serve the interests of subgroups of our membership. We have several standing committees, which are the most traditional forms of committees. They're normally found in bylaws or in policies. We also have ad hoc committees and task forces who group together to get a particular item done, and then once they complete that task, they disband. Virtual committees are popping up too, either by email or other technology, as a way for a group of members to get together and solve a problem, or to move the association forward without the need for meeting in person. The HBA is lucky in that it has several councils. We are one of the few associations in the country to have an Associates Council or a Land Development Council. We also enjoy a vibrant Women's Council for Community Action and a Sales and Marketing Council. Our senior officers have special duties as described in our bylaws. They are part of our executive committee and enjoy 3 presidents from other councils as the makeup of that committee. They help to select the executive vice president and support that person and assess his or her performance on an annual basis. The president serves as our chief elected officer. They preside over all meetings or provide designates to do so, and they talk and interface on a regular basis with the executive vice president. The president and the executive vice president are practically in constant contact during their year. They lead performance reviews of the organization, its board of directors, and its executive vice president regularly, and they appoint committees and committee heads in accordance with our bylaws and as needed. The vice president is there to serve in the absence of the president and will perform any duties as identified by our bylaws or assigned by the president. Our treasurer oversees all of our funds and financial records. With help from the staff, they prepare an annual budget. They keep records with the staff of all income and expenses, and oversee the staff and filings required by law for our association and our finances. And they will perform any other duties as identified by our bylaws or assigned by the president. Our secretary oversees the custody of all of our corporate records except of our financial records, which are oversight by the treasurer. They monitor the accuracy and timely distribution of our meeting minutes. They perform any duties identified by the bylaws or assigned by the president. And at times they can chair a bylaws committee or working group. Our immediate past president acts as the chairperson of our board. They add continuity to our board, especially during transition times as we bring on new leaders and say goodbye to those leaders who have served us well. At times they can also assist the elected president and also can serve as an advisor for the current president. Our executive committee meets to conduct regular business between board meetings. They are authorized by the bylaws and restricted by such documents established in our policies and our procedures. They allow important business to be conducted as issues arise with short notice. They are more of the high-level managers of our organization. Our board focuses on governance. Their job is to be big visionaries. They strategically help the organization move forward and help us understand what we should look like in the few years ahead. The staff manages the day-to-day operations with oversight from the executive committee. So it's the job of the board of directors to work in partnership with the staff and the executive committee to help move the big pictures forward. They need to avoid micromanagement and committee-type conversations and should refrain from going around the executive vice president to make special requests of the staff. At the same time, too, they should be comfortable in readily communicating with the office for any needs that they may have. The executive vice president's phone is always there waiting to be answered, and door is always there waiting to be darkened. Your responsibilities as a board member are several. You should help to determine and understand our mission and our purposes and ensure that our organization's planning and goal setting is right. You're to help us manage our organization's resources, to determine, monitor, and strengthen our programs and our services for members and our constituents, especially during these changing times. You're a promoter. You should be our biggest cheerleader to help promote our organization's image, to raise the view of our image up within the general community. You should also be providing oversight to make sure that we are legally and ethically operating in a healthy manner for our organization. At the same time, too, help to recruit new leaders, identify new people that are serving on committees or are serving in other organizations who would be great leaders here at the Home Builders Association. At the same time, too, you should be regularly assessing our performance and the performance of the board of directors. The board should review all financial reports. The treasurer will help with the assistance of the staff to prepare those reports for you, as well as an annual budget. We'll present financial reports on a monthly basis at every one of our meetings. We'll provide an annual audit or review from an independent accountant every year. How do you prepare for a board meeting? Well, our notices and our materials will be emailed to you 48 hours in advance of our meetings. Please take time to review the agenda to determine how you can prepare for the meeting. If you have any written reports, or if you need help from a staff in providing a report, we'll be happy to help. But please make sure that those reports are ready in advance of the meeting. And whenever possible, at all times, formulate and ask questions before the meeting. If you need the discussion to happen at the meeting, be prepared, and help prepare the leaders too. Our agenda is provided with the input of our chairperson. Our staff put together the agenda for you, considering any future issues or current issues, and any needs from our members that come up prior to the meeting. If you have input from the agenda, please provide that input to the chairman of the board or the appropriate staff well in advance of the meeting so that the leadership may provide an adequate response. We do keep regular minutes of all the meetings. They may at times be recorded, but immediately destroyed upon approval of the minutes. Here's the tools at your disposal as a board of directors. You can operate under the bylaws, our policies, our procedures, any strategies and plans we can put together, our current year's budget, and our position statements that we formulate. Become acquainted with them all. At the same time, too, please attend all board meetings. If you should be absent from a meeting, please let us know ahead of time. There is a minimum amount of meetings that you must attend as a board member. We'll make sure to do our best to start and end all of our meetings on time. At the same time, too, go back and study our mission statement, our bylaws, our policies, and our goals so that you know why it is we're here and what it is we should be doing. Prepare for all of our meetings by reviewing our agenda and supporting documents that are sent to you 48 hours in advance. And at the same time, too, all of our information, unless otherwise noted, is confidential. You are bound to a fiduciary responsibility to this Home Builders Association to keep this information confidential. If you don't do so, there are grounds for dismissal. Again, promote our organization to others, recruit future leaders, and stay current on all of the current issues. If you have any questions regarding any issues regarding our industry, please call the Home Builders Association office and we'll be happy to help. Get involved in our committee work. Make contributions and assist with our fundraising, especially with our fundraising like our PAC night. At the same time, too, you are a steward of our organization. It's your duty to leave this HBA better than when you found it. At the same time, too, relax and be comfortable. You're among friends at our Home Builders Association. Take time to listen so that your leadership year will be as effective and powerful as possible. but at the same time too, ask questions as they arise. Take time to challenge our existing rules. Don't always do things the way that they've been done just for the sake of doing them the way that they've been done. And avoid solving new challenges with old solutions. It doesn't work. Take time to make sure that our Board of Directors meetings are an opportunity for our organization to innovate itself, to dream, and to thrive, even during this downturn. Your role as a Board of Directors member is not a manager. Please make sure that you're responsible for the well-being and the future of this organization. Think big, think long, and think hard. Once again, thank you for agreeing to serve on the 2011 Board of Directors. Our office is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our office number is 859-331-9500. Thank you for serving on our board.